Hi guys, so I have this new product for review. It's the Eachine Lost Model Alarm, or the Eachine Lost Alarm. This is basically a model finder which replaces something like this, which is a conventional battery alarm and has a single port for triggering the alarm via your transmitter through an auxiliary channel. Or like on this Naze 32, I have a little buzzer there, which is configured to buzz if I turn on the channel. I think it was 5 or 6. But yeah, those are the common ones at the moment. But this is something a bit different. So the product itself comes like this, without the balance plug here. The balance plug is just for demonstration. But normally you would solder these wires to your BDB or your wiring loom or whatever. The purpose of this is to have it fixed on a model, so you always have it with the model. It has a little capacitor here and a button and 4 LEDs for indicating your battery cells. And yeah, it has 2 speakers here on top that just audit this loud noise. It's just really small, compact package. Weighs about 14 grams, I think. You can apply this onto a small mini quad like this if you want. It's small enough to fit inside here. Let me see. That would probably be the place that I would put it in the back. But yeah, let me just set it up quickly for you to see how it works and what you need to do to help get it working. So the alarm has this servo cable. I think it's like an Y connector here, where it just passes the signal wire or the signal from the signal wire onto the alarm. So you would hook this up onto your receiver or your flight controller. And let's get the polarity right this time. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's the throttle channel. And then you connect your, I have a motor and an ESC. So connect the ESC to the other end of the wiring, the servo lead loom, and then power the alarm via something. I just added the balance plug here so I can power it from a 3S battery, and then I just power on the ESC. There we go. So first off, you have to remember to power on this thing, otherwise it won't do anything. So the single button on it, press it, there you go. It starts blinking 3 lights to show that you're using a 3-cell battery. So if it's just blinking the lights, it means there's no signal going into the alarm. So after 1 minute, it will start beeping. Let me just move the remote here. I'll add some throttle. And you can see that the alarm now has all the LEDs blinking, or not blinking, just solid. Try to move my hand so you can actually see it. Yeah, here you go. Damn, sorry. So, yeah, just 3 solid lights. Turn off the throttle, so cut the signal, and it starts blinking. After 1 minute, it will start beeping. Since it has something a bit different than your original or your regular alarms, like this, or like this, it will actually work even without the battery. on your mini quad, you usually have your battery on top or on the bottom if you have a micro quad or something like that, or even a mini quad like this. And if you crash really hard, or just moderate crash, the battery most often flies off and the connector just pops out. That way your system will not have power at all. So even though if you have this kind of buzzer here and try to turn it on with your radio, nothing will happen since it doesn't have power. So what's different with this is it has a little capacitor there, and even though I disconnect it from the battery, or if I disconnect the entire loom here, there's nothing else on powering it anymore. It still keeps beeping. Ha! There we go. Right now it's just indicating that it's working on its own capacitor instead of the 3-cell battery that it was working on before. Now, this can really easily cause, well, annoying situations. If you stop flying to take off your battery, pack your stuff and go in a hurry, after 1 minute you'll start doing this, even though you disconnected your stuff and whatever. But yeah, I think that's fine. You just have to remember to turn it off. It's the exact same way that you turn it on. So long pressing the button and that's it. So there you go. It's a really simple process of installing it. You don't have to configure it all. It's just works out of the box like that. It's quite light, quite small. You can conveniently hide it somewhere on your quad. I mean, it might be a bit large for a mini quad or a micro quad, but anything like a 300 or a 450 or above, this can you can easily fit this and won't even affect your flight time since it only weighs a few grams. So for anything I'd say bigger than 200, or this is 250, so I think this is like the minimum that you can fit this on, but anything bigger than that you should be able to fit it without any problems. And well, the pros and cons of the product, I guess, are the pro definitely being that it has its own battery, where even though if you lose the battery it will still work. You'll still hear the beeps even though you crash really hard and your stuff just flies around the field or whatever. It will still keep working without the flight battery, the LiPo battery. The con, in my opinion, is you have to remember to turn it on. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. And yeah, that's the thing that I always forget to do is when I power everything else on, I sort of am used to this kind of things that when you have it plugged in, it's on. It doesn't have an off switch at all. But yeah, in here, I'd say the only thing that you have to that Eachine could improve on this product is have an auto start. So when you apply your 3-cell battery, when you apply your power, it would automatically turn on, and then you have to turn it off after you find your model or whatever. But yeah, that's the only bad thing I have to say about this. Otherwise, this is just great, since small, has a light for visual finding if you're flying in the dark or whatever, where if it lands somewhere in the shadows that you could actually see the light. And yeah, it's quite audible, the noise. It's not the loudest, but if you're not flying near an airport, you should be fine. You can hear this in a field or whatever. If you know the approximate area where it crashed, and you should know it, since you're not allowed to fly anywhere near any airport, and you shouldn't fly several kilometers from yourself. So this should be fine. I mean, the audio level should be fine. The product page said that this little capacitor battery thingy will last for about an hour, so that will give you plenty of time to find your model. So all in all, I'd say it's a really good product. I guess the getting used to turning it on, that's just getting used to it. But if I have to find something to improve, yeah, auto start. But yeah, I'd say it's a solid product. So thanks for watching. If you find it useful, hit the like. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. I'll add a product link to a Banggood site for this. It's actually really cheap, so yeah, a few bucks will help you find your model when you crash, since everyone will crash eventually. So thanks for watching, and bye.